Hope you enjoy everyone. Thanks for watching. This is Sullivan House Game My Review on Attack on Titan Season 2, Episode 2. Ooh, I'm home, one of these, this was a good season so far. I really enjoyed the first episode of season 2, where we get to meet the Beast Titan, the Beast Titan being a boss that he is, showing up, those Titans. One of the things about Attack on Titan that makes it a good series, it can be very dark and gritty, but that's one of the best things about the show, about the series. That dark and grittiness is what some people like, See how it goes through all that, Oh, it's pretty impressive when you think about it, I really enjoyed watching it. Anyway, let's get started. It start in the beginning. There's a recap of what happened last time. We get introduced to the Beast Titan. He goes after the kids. How he kills that one guy Michi. Having him be eaten alive. Tears rolling from his eyes. That's pretty messed up. How grim that was. That was a very grim death, and I kind of feel sorry for the guy too. Literally getting his whole body eaten alive. And the guy not giving two shakes about him, we get to hear that new theme from League Horizon. Hey, our hearts will follow. I don't know. I forgot the name of the song, but Link Horizon, they're good at this. I mean, they made the first two opening themes for the first season, Attack on Titan, and that was the best. They are very good. Seeing all those dinosaurs running around with the Beast Titan. This is probably the best song, for Attack on Titan they probably did, We get to hear everybody react to the rules that Wall Rosa has been breached. We get to see Pixis, Hanjo again. Hanjo is the old man. I don't know his name, but Hanjo's the old man, who's friends with Mikasa, Armin, and Eren from Walmaria, the old man who saved Eren's life, However, he still can't forgive himself, for the death of Eren's mother. Wall Rosa has been breached. Everybody's freaking out right now on what the hell to do. Hanji, is trying to understand this, especially with the crazy discovery she just made, about the truth behind the walls. Then there's what you call it, Armin, Arwin, he picked them, he picked Mikasa, Eren, and Armin to come along because he knows it's their friends that are right there, what you call, in the front lines of battle. They're going straight out to the gate, and it's pretty much nightfall over there. This is a very they didn't know this was gonna happen. This sudden attack. Which leaves them unprepared for what they're gonna face. And I'm gonna say this like I said in my last review. No spoilers because I've already read the manga. I know what's gonna happen, so I'm gonna do my best to break this down the best if I can, to see how canon it is to the manga, Even though it was a good thing, that I read the manga. I really enjoyed that, And this, I'm gonna do my review on the manga from this month's chapter later, later down the line, Seeing this, they get to find out about Pastor Nick, the priest, that he's kept this a secret about the Titans all along, and the fact that there have been Titans inside the walls, that there have been Titans, protecting us from other Titans, because when you think about it, he knew something, he knew the secret all this time, but did nothing, And when you think about it, it's pretty, a hectic thought, what you call it, Eren confronts him about him, if you knew something, then why didn't you say anything, Sorry, I was sore throat. Typical Eren behavior because if you knew something, then he probably would have stopped it, prevented the death of his mother, That's his whole main motivation, Eren as a character. The death of his mother, that's why he wants to kill all the Titans. And, or at least destroy them as best he can. We also get to see, Levi point the gun at him, but Hanji assures him that torture won't work. She tried to throw him off the wall, and he still, wanted to die, but he had tears. But he was a stinking coward, So interrogating him won't do it good now, but later down the line, they're gonna show him the tough life of the battlefield. Maybe show him the real world will get him to talk. Like reveal what he knows. When you think about it, because I've seen the story. We go back to to the main group. We get to see Sasha. She's riding on horseback, trying to go back to her village. We get to see a memory of Sasha and her father from way back then. This was 3 years ago. Just as she was starting to, just before she entered the military academy. Where she met when he was a part of the 104th Cadet Corps. Her father, father tried to take a piece of meat out of her mouth. She just fighting with him. So when it comes to Sasha and food, she's a rabid animal. Like nothing can stop her. We also get to see that her father tells her that things are changing. Ever since Maria, broke down. People they have no choice but to share their resources with people, to share their territory. Otherwise, they have no chance of survival. Even though they may not like it, they have no choice because everybody's lives are at stake now. Now that especially with the Titans, made this first move and killed so many people. Now, it's only a matter of time. If they don't work together and they cooperate, they could be wiped out anyway. And the fact that her father called her a scaredy cat, as she lies behind the tree or whatever, just looking at him straight in the face, basically she's telling her, you can't just hide forever, in this mundane life, you have no choice. Otherwise, things will not get any better, because they will get worse. Seeing how Sasha, the way she was back then and the way she is now, she's definitely grown and developed as a character. I remember one of my favorite badass moments from her when Wall Rosa was attacked. The colossal titan, showed up. And she saved that one guy by going down the wall. Using the harness, pierced right through his leg. She saved his life, but I don't know what happened to that one guy. She goes to their village. She finds titan trails. We get to see this image. We get to see this titan, this I think 2 meter sized titan, whatever. Just eating the hell out of this woman, just eating her and her daughter's right there, right in front of her, just watching her. It's kind of similar to how Eren watched his mother, being eaten by the smiling titan. How helpless and how sorry he felt, and the stunned look on her face, like she can't do nothing, because if she makes a move or do anything, the titan will probably go eat her too. But it went for the mom. Seeing the mom, how in pain she is, how to struggle. Sasha, she shows up right there, trying to cut off the thing's head. Goes for the nape with the hatchet. But it's not strong enough. It doesn't work. She couldn't save the mom, so she goes for the girl. She says, "I'm sorry." She tried to go to the horse. Or how the horse just leaves her. She tries to wait. The girl's asking, "Why are you so nice?" That stunned and cold look on her face, like because what you just saw, it's not surprised that the girl's in shock. I mean, this monster just came into her life and came in to eat her, and eat her and her mother, So it's not her fault, Sasha's getting desperate. She takes a bow and arrow. She goes with the girl out to the bridge. The Titan chases after her. She tries her best to try to herself, buy time. Even shooting an arrow. It chases her. It chases her through the bridge. Pulling it down. Doing her best. Sasha knows that she may not. Sasha knows that if she let her ground here, then and that thing will eventually catch up to her, and they may not make it. But she knows that she can buy enough time for the little girl. She may be allowed to live. Seeing her stand her ground, just going up against that Titan, with with just her bow and arrow, that's one of the best badass moments we've ever seen from Attack on Titan, especially from Sasha's character. They even adapted that into, the Attack on Titan live action movie, even though the movie was a flop, for obvious reasons, it's still one of the best moments. And the fact that they added that into the movie overall was something, when you think about it. When I see this, seeing her all badass, like she's running out of arrows, she tries to go for the eyes, she managed to nail it, which is her arrows running low. She decides to go for it all, even dropping her bow, and going right into the Titan's face and just jamming that arrow right into its eyeball, The Titan had a grip on her, but she managed to escape. It slipped out through the blood. One of the things I'll tell about Sasha, she is a survivor. However, she tries her best, to hide her facade, try to try to be nice to people, and even though she's a bit nuts, she is a survivor. We even get to see her having memories of Ymir here and Krista talking to her. Ymir was making fun of her and all that stuff, but Krista stood up to her, but saying that Ymir saying that you shouldn't, act all polite about people. Just act like yourself, Don't try to, don't try to, don't care about what people think, but Krista, telling her you should act the way you should feel like, not what other people tell you to do. The two argue, making Sasha laugh, which is funny. I guess she felt like for the first time she really had some friends, that she had some friends, these two are her friends, Ymir, Krista, they went through a lot together, and throughout the 104th Cadet Corps, what they all went through. She rendezvoused with her fathers again. Her father finds out what she did, saying that she's everything I hoped you would be. The fact that she, defended that little girl, risked her life without almost any weapon, even going barehanded. That was, cool. We get to rally with the others. We get to see Conny going to his hometown, trying to find his family and his friends, but he finds nothing. All he sees is his house destroyed and this Titan just standing in the middle of it. Hey, just standing right on top of the house, how his body all crippled and stuff, It can't move, but it's still talking. Like there's something strange about it. Hey, if it can't use its legs, how the hell did it get here? That's a mystery answered in another time. Hey, for the next chapter, or, the next episode. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Hope you enjoyed this. This was a good episode because we get to see character development. We get to see Sasha Crow as a character, see how she goes through his life, how she handles things, which is pretty good, for character development. Not to mention the fact that also, we get to see the fruits, the groundwork laid for an even burger mystery. I mean, I read the manga, I know what's going on, and the thing is, Attack on Titan's been split into two halves. There's the first 12 episodes we're gonna get, then there's the other half that's gonna get later down the year, probably like in fall or something, or in summer. Which is pretty interesting when you think about it. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. I can't wait to see you guys next time. I'm out. This is Sullivan asking you on Attack on Titan Season 2, Episode 27. I'm home. I'm out. See you guys next time. Bye.